Each of us has gone through a difficult time in his life. Each of us has been on the verge of extinction, at least once. Each of us has experienced at least once the feeling that he has been protected, somehow, in an unknown way, by a power above him. Some of us have gone through terrible accidents, and for a few moments or minutes, we have stepped beyond this life. They have returned, and their lives have changed forever. They have seen and understood that life is much more than what we perceive, incarnate living here on earth. What unknown phenomena occur in the turning points of our lives? What or who urges us to change the way we approach our lives? What generates the unpleasant effects that make us change forever, after going through a dramatic moment, an atrocious suffering, or a profound experience? It is clear that a difficult time we are going through, or physical suffering, is an effect of a cause that we have also generated. How? Rarely do we understand why we are going through hard times. Rarely do we really and forever change our attitude and way of life. Our mind refuses to self-discipline, refuses to listen to the whispers of being in our heart. Our mind often refuses to believe that we were born on the mother planet, Earth, to evolve individually and collectively, experience life in the body-mind, and step on the first stage of enlightenment. Sometimes, we simply refuse to believe that there are beings who guide and protect us from the unseen. We refuse to believe that there are beings like us, beings who have stepped higher on the steps of individual evolution, and no longer need to be in a body similar to our body. We refuse to believe that those beings have bodies of opaline light, bodies that our physical eyes cannot see, because their frequency of being is much higher than the narrow band in which we know what is and manifests around us. We will be able to see our invisible protectors only when we extend our knowledge and wisdom far beyond the current level, and step into the next stage of our individual evolution. Our wise ancestors left us a consistent knowledge of the invisible guides and protectors. Research this knowledge that has its origins in the times of the abyssal antiquity of today's humanity, and you will understand that each of us is protected, and unseen guided by the beings who were our ancestors. Our grandparents called, and still call our invisible protectors, angels. We are told that in early childhood, until the age of 7, each of us sees with the eyes of his body the world in which he incarnated, and with the eyes of the being in our heart, the world from which he detached himself for a time, to experience life. In body-mind on the mother planet, Earth. Our grandparents and great-grandparents tell us that each of us has seen our protectors of the invisible, in the first 7 years of our lives, at least once. The ancestral sages also tell us that sometimes one of these protectors incarnates in the beings we love, to protect us and guide us with divine love, to fulfill everything we have to achieve in this life. There are beings with whom we discover what love really is. Investigate the invisible world of the invisible protectors and guides, and you will understand, and your knowledge and wisdom will expand a lot, because you will receive wonderful gifts,